Judgment is nigh, hear me! I am here for Haldred, and though my quarrel is not with you, I will strike down any who stand in my way. I am no kinslayer, but if you stand against me and fail, you will forfeit your passage to the halls of the makers.
Behold, Azra Ironheart, I see you have learned some magic tricks from your occultist hag of a mother. I would never have guessed a fae-born mongrel like yourself would harness such power.
Typical elfish nonsense, but I see your fear. I challenge you, Haldred. We are bound in this challenge now, and shall I defeat you, I condemn you to eternal ice.
You underestimate me. You are naught but a gnome, and your death will be my greatest pleasure. I decree that you shall lose, and you will stand beside your dead brother evermore. And none shall forget the night that some fae-born, half-breed scragger would stand against the High Elven.
By the ancient right of Durzhara, all that was his is now mine. I am your leader now. Do not die for a man who would not spare you a second thought.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Bookbuds.
Today we're talking about something fun. We are talking about Half Human Heroes that was edited by Jeremy Fee. So this is like all our favorite booktubers out there got together and threw some short stories into this book. It was so fun.
How awesome is that?
I know.
All these short stories, a fantasy anthology, which is kind of rare. So they all got together and just put all their stuff together, which is so fun.
So the scene that you saw, did you love my beard? This is, I think, my first time wearing a beard.
That was a good beard.
For BookTube.
I love how it matched your hair.
Right? I don't think it had to. So I was part dwarf and part elf. Hence the elf ear and my beard. It was very exciting, right? Dwarf, gnome, what was I?
Well, they said part fae, part dwarf.
Or gnome. They said gnome also.
He called her a gnome.
He called her, oh, maybe that's like a
think-
slanderous term.
I think
to be
so.
called a gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're already talking about Dishonored in Death by
Yes.
Mason Adey, our fun friend, Mason in the Dark. We love him. He sent us this book. We won it in a contest. And we just had to read his story right away. And we loved it. Mason, you're amazing. All the stuff that you come up with, I'm just a huge fan. I love it.
So we hope you liked our scene, Mason. Did we do it justice? I mean, we wanted more blood. We really wanted like a mace because the weapon was like an amazing weapon, which we don't have. You know, Joe's always asking me like, Mary, do you have this in your basement? Do you have that in your basement? I'm like, sure, I got that. I did not have a mace.
And you didn't have a full-size dummy either for us.
I know. I wanted to pick up the dead body. And he's like, what? Come on, Mary. You need like a crash test dummy for this.
Right, right. I would have sworn you would have had one.
No, sadly I didn't. But we did our best.
Yeah, I was a little nervous because, you know, Mason's our friend and I didn't want to
Yes.
screw this up.
Yeah,
So I hope that he likes it.
I'm sure he does. I'm not worried.
Like it, Mason, like it!
All right, so since Mason sent us this story, we're going to go into his short story for you guys today. So Dishonored in Death, the woman's brother had been murdered and she was livid and she had to avenge his death, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she's like, she knows exactly the man that she's got to take down and beat to a bloody pulp, and she's going to go do it. So she is like preparing to go out and avenge his death. And ultimately, I apologize, we kind of like spoiled the story because she killed him.
Yeah, she did it.
But it's a short story. So like, we kind of have to tell you what's going on.
Right.
But there is a little bit at the end that we didn't spoil that happens after she kills him.
Yes.
That I think was kind of cool. So
Yeah.
you guys should check it out.
Yes, and they're twins.
Yes.
And twins are sacred in like dwarfish culture or whatever. And these dwarves are cool. Like, they're not romping through the forest. They're like riding motorcycles through like dilapidated city streets. And it's really, like, in this short story, I really am impressed with how Mason led us into her psyche of how she just is dealing with this loss and this grief and how she really wants to avenge her brother's death. And apparently, like, the dwarves, like, put all care into the land, and, like, these other creatures came and, like, destroyed it. And, like, all these other, like, magical creatures and sorcerers and sorceresses, goblinoids, he says. Goblinoids are like ruining the town, and like it's just not what it used to be.
Yep.
They destroyed everything. So like that really like paints a picture of what we're dealing with.
I kind of want more to the story. I wonder, Mason, are
Yeah.
you going to write more for this story? Is this inspiring you to like lengthen it and get something else out there in the world? I'd be curious to know.
So I paid attention to the vocabulary used in this book, and Mason gets major points for using perigee and syzygy. What?
I was like, do I need to Google right now?
It's like cosmic terms. Like perigee is the point in the orbit of the moon or a satellite at which it is nearest to the Earth.
Okay.
And syzygy is a conjunction or opposition, especially of the moon with the sun. So in the story, this cosmic alignment only occurs like once in a millennium, and that was the one night that she is able to save her brother's soul.
Yeah.
So when I just saw those words, I'm like, it sounds like a spelling bee. Syzygy. Can you use it in a sentence?
Mason's a smart guy.
Syzygy. S-Y. Will we get it right? Can you spell syzygy?
No. S-Y-S-O-G-Y?
No. No.
O-G.
S-Y-Z-Y-G-Y.
Oh. Yeah,
Syzygy.
no. Wow. That's quite the word.
Spelling bee. Yeah.
How's the other one spelled?
Perigee.
Oh, that's not that bad.
No.
P-E-R-I-G-E-E.
E-E.
So there's some other folks that are in the BookTube world that contributed here, and there's 10 different people, so they all have BookTube channels, and they got together to do this. And Jeremy Fee, he has a short story in here, but he was the editor who collected the stories and put them all together. And then they had Philip Chase do a foreword, which he also has a BookTube channel. So this is all like inspired from all the videos that are out there in the BookTube world, which is pretty cool.
I'm so proud of our BookTube friends.
Yeah, way to go, guys. Nice to do a collaboration like that.
Yeah. I hope they do more.
Yeah.
Well, if you're enjoying Bookbuds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel. Bookbuds!
Did you read this book? Let's chat about it.
We didn't take a picture in our costumes.
Ah, God damn it. Why don't you put the elf ears on?
Good idea.
Look, there's lipstick on my beard.
Oh, wow. We're ready.
What man wears lipstick? I don't know.
Many.
That's true.
Are we? Is this on right?
No.
They're up back. They're reverse, right?
Show the camera how you have that on. Turn.
Are
This
these
one's
not right?
That one's not.
Tell me. Okay.
All right. Hold up the book. Oh, it's over my nose. I'm like, it's wrong, and this is all the way up here. Okay. Elves.
Dwarves.
Gnomes.
Goblinoids.
How's my chin look? Do I look fat?
Asshole.